Welcome to Vedic Arts. Today we are going to talk about movies that have been successful internationally, Hollywood movies, and how they've been influenced by Eastern philosophy, specifically Hindu Vedic philosophy. Let's get started. The biggest movie of last year was Oppenheimer. Did you know Oppenheimer? Not only did he speak Sanskrit, and he was very fascinated by Hinduism and the Vedic philosophy, and he even read the Bhagavad Gita. In 1933, his dad brought him a Chrysler car and he named it Garuda, which is the carrier of Lord Vishnu in the Hindu Vedic mythology.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kalosmi Lokakshaya Krit Pravardho Lokan Samahartu Miha Pravartaha. This was from chapter 11, verse 32 of Bhagavad Gita. Let's get started with the movie list now. Movie number 5 is Inception. There was a movie out some years ago called Inception, directed by the brilliant Christopher Nolan and starring the amazing Leonardo DiCaprio. Inception's premise is that dreams can be manipulated. You can enter dreams. You can construct dreams. Leonardo DiCaprio is a thief that goes into other people's dreams, extracts information, and plants thoughts in their subconsciousness and gets paid for it. What if this could be done? Not only has it been done, it is done through the process of meditation and yoga nidra, and it's written in our scriptures how it's done. We can reach our subconscious. We can reach other people's subconscious. In fact, let me give you a very bold example of this beautiful connection. You know, when a baby, a newly born baby, is hungry and it wants milk, mommy can be shopping outside and is 2 miles away from the baby. If the baby is hungry, her breast will become tight and get filled with milk. Mommy knows because there is a natural psychic Wi-Fi connection between the mom and baby. It's a wireless Wi-Fi connection. This connection is nourished by giving the baby her breast milk. But there is a connection between all of us, people we love, people we are close to. We can read their thoughts sometimes, but this can be done and has been done by psychics worldwide, especially yogis. A yogi is not just someone who performs asanas and contorts themselves into various positions, but an actual yogi is someone who is an expert meditation practitioner. Movie number 4 is Interstellar. Another brilliant movie by Christopher Nolan was Interstellar. The Earth has become uninhabitable. So the storyline is that science engineer and pilot Cooper has a mission to go to space to save Earth. He finds a wormhole and the time is warped, and it's an amazing movie. I don't want to do spoilers in case you haven't seen it. So there are quite a few Eastern philosophy, Vedic philosophy incorporated in Interstellar. Number 1 is that we are all connected. And of course, the Vedic philosophy has the connectedness, which is the superconsciousness. There's a consciousness that connects all human life and it transcends space and time. So that's number 1. And number 2 is Indra's net. So Indra lives in the planet or the dimension just above us, which is called heaven. And there is a giant mountain there called the Mountain Meru. The Mountain Meru has this net. And the net is actually the same tesseract that Cooper or Matthew McConaughey's character find himself in. The third philosophy used is the reality versus ultimate reality, meaning Maya or illusory energy. We are the mirror world, and in Vedic philosophy, it's called Maya. Movie number 3 is Oppenheimer. I already talked about the movie Oppenheimer and how Oppenheimer himself was very much influenced by the Hindu text Bhagavad Gita, and he was studying Sanskrit. He was very fascinated by Hinduism. In fact, the main actor, Cillian Murphy, actually read the Bhagavad Gita to prepare for his role. The movie itself was not influenced by Hinduism, but the character on which the movie was based on, Oppenheimer, was very much influenced. So we will leave it there. Movie number 3 is Avatar. It is very well documented that James Cameron is fascinated by the Hindu pantheon.
The entire Hindu pantheon. It just seems so rich.
In fact, the name of the movie Avatar, not Avatar, means to descend. In Vedic philosophy, there are many, many divisions of avatars. Avatar means when God himself, when Narayan, when Hari, when Krishna descend to this earth or earth of another universe, because there are unlimited universes and avatars are happening in some universe or the other all the time. So that is number one. Number two, all the people, the world even that he made is similar to some of the worlds that we see described in the Puranas. And of course, the color of these avatars are blue. And if you look at the arms, are very long of the avatar characters, and the arms almost touch the knees. So that Ajanulambit arms, the way the body is around 8-9 feet tall, this is a description of divine beings in our Puranas. Puranas are the Hindu texts. Our number one movie is The Matrix. It has been decades, but Matrix remains the number one movie in terms of incorporating Vedic philosophy. Let's start with number one. So in Matrix, Neo asks Morpheus if the world is real or is it an illusion created by machines. So this is the idea that our world is actually an illusion created by Maya. Number two, when Neo takes the red pill over the blue pill, red pill symbolizes the path of spirituality and blue pill symbolizes path of ignorance. And that is a Vedic teaching. In fact, that is the meaning of life. Struggles of a spiritual journey, his faith is tested, and so on. But the number one being Maya. In fact, they have a character called Maya in the movie. What if I were to tell you that we are actually the reflection of another world? We are the mirror world. And in Vedic philosophy, it's called Maya. It's like God decided to create an illusory magic world where we are the players. So when you play video games, a world is created. So a world was created. It's all illusion. It's Maya. And yeah, you're thinking about the movie Matrix here. So we are the mirror world. And when we do deep meditation, then we can see through different layers of this mirror world. So let's talk about different worlds and the different dimensions. There are a total of 3 dimensions. And within these 3 dimensions, there are 14 worlds. We call them Chauda Bhuvan. There are 6 above us, and we are the 7th, and then there are 7 below us. So we are often called the middle world or the middle realm. Yes, Lord of the Rings had it right. I wonder if Tolkien was influenced somehow by Eastern writings as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Before we conclude our podcast, I want to do some honorable mentions of movies that have been influenced by the Vedic texts. Number 1 would be Star Wars. The Force, the good and the bad, that is, there's so many stories, the angels versus the demon, the Devatas versus the Asuras, Suras versus the Asuras. So that's kind of a common theme. Another honorable mention I would like to do is Groundhog Day. So every day the same thing is being repeated, right? So we die and when we are born again. And every time we have to have a new set of parents, you're in a new body. Sometimes you're born as black, sometimes as white, sometimes as brown, sometimes as an animal, sometimes in the sea, an ocean creature, sometimes a bird. So there's 8.4 million species of life that we are rotating through again and again and again. I would say that's a little bit of a parallel there. So I hope you enjoyed the Hollywood movies and their Vedic connection. And let me know if you liked it.